I did save one more set of doodles for when we were actually recording.
Oh, I want to see these last sets of doodles.
What are these doodles? Show me these doodles.
I'm gonna send you to hell.
I'll be the audio caption for these
I'm gonna
doodles.
send you to hell for real.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna send you to hell for real. Give me a moment.
I don't want to give you a moment.
Don't send me to hell.
Oh, I hate this already.
No.
I think I sent the small version of that, but it's fine. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's about
No.
to come. The beat's about to drop.
No.
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 The beat's about
No.
to drop. It's dropping.
No.
No! No!
Yes.
It made me explode when I saw it this morning that this nice art of Joe and Sarah graduating was actually just a dream.
No.
No!
I know. It
This-
sucks.
This sucks.
This legally
Sucks.
qualifies as assault.
It sucks so much, and I've been sitting on that all day.
That fucking sucks. You didn't need to do this to me. I could have lived
Miley's
happily.
so fucking evil.
Alright, so for audio captions, it's a lovely image of Sarah and Joe with the caption, "At least make a boyfriend in university. And you, Joe, take good care of Rakota, alright?" And then the final image is an image of Miley, and it says, "Did you have a happy dream? Isn't that nice, Joe and Sarah?"
I am so
Fucking
fucking
sucks.
stink cat
And
about
Sarah's
this.
like all bloody.
Yeah, her hands like fucked up.
sucks.
It sucks. I can't believe how consistently evil Miley is in all of the sketches. Miley doesn't even get to be funny in the sketches.
No, she's absolutely
She's just
batshit at all times.
straight up evil.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks.
It
I hate it. I hate
sucks.
her. She sucks. I can't believe I never thought to look at the Floor Masters sketches before. And suddenly I'm just finding all these ones of them, and I was like, oh god.
Nasty.
It was you trying to protect yourself. It was your subconscious going,
No, it was me forgetting that they might have content. Here, let me heal your heart.
I don't think you're going to be able to.
No, I will. Here.
Yes! Yes! I love this one of Joe! I love this
He's
one of Joe!
so good.
It's Karate Joe.
It's the
I
Karate
love
Joe!
him. He's radiant.
It's radiant.
The man who cheers for anyone regardless. It's Joe.
It's
It's his
Joe.
vibes.
I love him.
I love him.
Hello and welcome to Wikiboys, the podcast where three friends usually dive into the wonderful world of fandom wiki pages, but this time we'll probably just be doing a lot of screaming and crying. I'm your host, Rook, and I use they, them pronouns.
I'm Alex, and I use he, him pronouns.
I'm Nick, and I use they, them pronouns.
And we're here
And
to
we're
talk
here, and today...
about the game Kimigashine by Nankidai, also known as Your Turn to Die in English. And before we even fucking do anything else, we are going to talk about spoilers, because Nick recently finished stream playing
Oh, yeah.
what's out of chapter 3, and we need to scream or we're going to die.
It's killing me. It is actually killing me.
It's physically killing me. That's why Aster isn't here.
Yeah, Aster's not here.
No.
As
Because-
of time of recording, what is out is Chapter 3, Part 1A. So
Yeah.
anything before that is fair game.
And
I assume we're going to talk about chapter 3.
oh yeah,
We're going to talk about Chapter 3 because there's
I
no way you
assume
can
we're going to
avoid
talk
Chapter
about
3.
chapter 3.
we have to, because there is so much that is still haunting me just from that. The whole game haunts me, but there are so many like threads that are like hanging.
I know. As a courtesy, I'm going to link the wiki to all you, because, Nick, you are legally allowed to look at the wiki now.
I'm legal now. I have my wiki license.
Yeah, the whole time I've just been taunting you with it.
Oh god, I've never seen the preview image. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
lives on my homepage.
That's great. I love that.
That's great.
This panicked Sarah.
Yeah.
God, wait, isn't
I'm
that
pretty
her
sure that's-
sprite from?
That's the sprite when Joe was choking her out.
Yeah.
When hallucination
That's
Joe was choking
horrible.
her. Yeah, it sucks.
God.
Okay, I love about this wiki. I think a lot of fandom wikis just do this, where they have the calendar and they mark when characters' birthdays are.
That's really cute. That's good.
It's really good.
Oh, it's Zoe's birthday today.
Nope, it's on the 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they
his day is
highlighted
after
it
April
weird.
Fool's because he's a fucking fool.
Fucking clown birthday. Get tonked.
But yeah, we're just gonna
yell.
I have no idea if this is going to be like a real episode or if it'll just be a separate thing that gets uploaded on its own and that is special, because I don't know what it's going to sound like. I don't know what it's going to look like. We just need to scream.
We just need to scream.
We just need to take a moment and squat on the Wikiboys feed.
I feel like there's so much I don't quite know where to start.
Yeah, right?
I want to start by... I'm stuck in the Wikiboys format, so I'm just like on the page
You're
a little
fine.
bit and looking around.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the fact that the affiliates are Danganronpa, Zero Escape, and Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, really?
Really,
that
those
makes
are the
sense.
affiliates.
That tracks, sadly. I mean,
It totally tracks. It tracks for the tone.
God. Okay, so, okay. Just a general question: how much do you all know about Danganronpa? This, just so I know how much like cross pollination I can talk about.
I mean, anything you've done. I have actually seen a Let's Play of whichever one that the baseball dude is in.
Okay.
The guy who looks like a punk deflated Q-Taro.
Yeah, that's Leon. He's in the first one.
Yeah, and other than that, anything you've said, and then I also know what's up with Kameda.
Okay.
I know the crimes he's committed.
Because, unfortunately, I jam very hard with DRV3, and that's also where, what's his fucking name, the purple gremlin? Oma! That's, where Oma is from. And that's the character that gets a lot of comparisons with So. And so, I was just...
Oh god.
Yeah, so I was just kind of checking, how much do you know? How much can I talk about this? I'll probably
Wait, is that
try
the
to
one that I called
restrict it, but...
I think that's the one that you've called Yamsey, yes.
Yeah, that's Gamzee. Unfortunately.
Yeah, he's the one that has the fucking terrifying sprites.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot to Oma, but we'll leave him for later. Don't worry about it, actually.
We do
Don't
want
worry.
to get you on to talk about Danganronpa at some point.
I need to finish V3 first.
Please.
That's my rule.
Please finish V3. I'm dying.
After I finish Zero Escape, that's the next thing.
Yes.
I'm just like going through the Nick ringer of content.
God.
Welcome. Step into my hell house.
We're in your hell house. We're now in the hell house that is Your Turn to Die.
Welcome to my hell house.
Oh god, I love that you introduced Your Turn to Die to chat. Like, I found this little game that might be fun to try streaming, and I was like, oh, I know about this.
Yeah. Because the thing is, I did hear about it late. Like, apparently it was big, like, months ago before I heard it. And
It was huge.
Yeah, I didn't catch wind of it.
I don't know why I never brought it to you. I guess maybe I just assumed you would see it or
I don't
something.
know, somehow it completely avoided my circles, and so by the time I saw it, it was months later. I knew nothing about it, and then I just, I fell in real hard, so...
Yup. Yeah, I didn't consume any of it other than, like, seeing it in my peripheral vision, so I didn't really know much about it other than it's Death Game.
Yeah.
And also people are crazy about Mishima for some reason that I still can't parse.
Yeah,
Wait, people are crazy about Mishima? I've completely
Yeah.
avoided all fandom content for this.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I avoided Your Turn to Die because I was like, oh, it's a death game. I'm not really into death games. Because I fucking forgot I'm actually really into death games. I purposely don't get into them because they make me insane.
That's so valid. You are
They
so...
do, though.
Now I have terminal brain worms.
Yeah. I think we all do, and that's why we're here, though. So...
Oh, absolutely.
This is just sort of a nothing topic. I do want to say, for the end of Chapter 3, it's fucking killing me.
It's killing me.
It's killing me.
Killing me.
What's killing me
killing
in
me.
particular is that there's a puzzle thread that has been brought up and then we're not doing anything with the coffins and the color coordination.
I know.
Fucking, it's gonna come back.
I'm waiting for that to be something, because I don't know why I'm saying if you haven't. If you're listening to this, I fucking hope you've consumed chapter 3.
I hope so.
You better stop right now and go do it if you haven't. It ends with Kaiji being dropped into a coffin, and it's like, he's gonna die in there unless you do this thing. And earlier you get this thing where it's like, what was it? Red for human, blue for doll, yellow for vacant?
It was blue for human, red for doll, yellow for vacant. Yeah.
Oh, right, because you were like, red because bad.
Red because bad, blue because it's the same color as the as the data icon. And yet, listen, I made a whole little rhyme so I remember, and guess what? It fucking worked! I remembered it!
It fucking worked! I can't remember it, but you can. And I'm waiting for that to be anything.
I'm waiting for that to be fucking anything, because the second it comes into effect, I'm gonna just lose my entire mind.
Yeah.
I see the puzzle, stop fucking taunting me with it.
Nick sees a puzzle and then just, like, tunnel visions on it.
Froths at the mouth.
A little bit. The thing is, I've mentioned this before, as much as I love puzzles, I get so tunnel visioned because I have a solution that I want to work.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't, and then I fail to see the real solution for like an hour.
Yeah, this is such a huge problem at the start of your playthrough, even just choosing dialogue options, and it's still really funny to me. Because it's like, yeah, you want Sarah to do what you're thinking, but she won't.
She won't, and it's something I gotta let go of because it has burned me so many fucking times, and I still just do it because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
What was one that really got me?
God, there was something early on in chapter 1.
I know something that really...
I think it was something related to when you first meet Alice.
Yeah. That entire fucking room with Alice's locker.
That room.
That fucking sucked.
I hate that puzzle. I hate how I literally watched, because I've been doing a Let's Play I feel like such a shithead saying Let's Play. I've been doing a playthrough that's a direct response to Nick's stream through, which is I'm killing the exact opposite characters between Sam and Hell, and also that I'm interacting with stuff that they didn't like, the victim videos and the hallucination Joe stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, even the puzzle fucked me up, because I specifically watched your VOD beforehand. I don't know why I didn't just look up the puzzle. I was just having fun watching your content. And I watched the puzzle and was like, okay, I literally can't remember now. I think it was like the solution to the puzzle was like 5:15. You have to like subtract time from time to get the right time.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And I just sat there, and I even left that in my video because I thought it was fucking funny how long it took me to do simple math.
Well, that whole room! I'm sorry, go ahead, Alex.
No, watching you do some of those puzzles, like, actually killed me, because I did not have a walkthrough open, but I'm also a puzzle master. I'm like, just fucking do this thing. Just fucking do this thing. I'm not gonna backseat you, but just don't do it the way I want you to do it.
Oh, I can't imagine being like that. I held the walkthrough for Nick's entire game, and the only time I ever ordered you to do something other than, like, the obvious one was, like, when I was like, do you want help because you're struggling?
Yeah, no, I do need help sometimes. I love a puzzle.
Fine.
I love a puzzle so much. I'm so bad at puzzles.
Oh, you're fine.
And that's the thing, is, that entire fucking room was so obtuse. Like, not even just the clock with the numbers, like, oh, it's 28 and 75 minutes, you got, what the fuck? But, like, what was the stupid fucking thing with the blood that ran and dropped down into the tile, and then you had to fill the tile with the water to increase the liquid level to grab a thing out of it. What the fuck? How was I supposed to know?
Yeah, I really feel like if I encountered that room in real life, I would just leave.
I would die.
I would break down the door and leave, because I would never be able to solution that.
No.
Even seeing it before and knowing what you're supposed to do, I sat there being confused because I couldn't figure out how to do it, how to progress. I was like, oh, this sucks.
No, puzzle game logic is a class its own.
One of the fucking solutions was to wipe the bear's tears, not with tissues, but with spare paper you found on the fucking desk.
It's
not
bad.
anything! I'm
No,
so
that
mad.
room was
I
bad.
really feel like that room is the worst puzzle in the entire game.
Yeah, I'm, you know, like, I don't care, and I'm willing to let it go because it's chapter 1,
Yeah.
and this is a small indie game. So it's,
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
you
this
know,
is a one person.
this is one person
Yeah.
doing their fucking best. So, like, I don't care, but boy, was that a weird room.
It's a lot. It was a lot. It was really a lot.
And the fact that Alice was our prize at the end of it,
Yeah, you got a man.
you just
You
get
got
a whole,
full fucking man.
you just
You
get
got
a whole man.
You get a whole man who looks like that.
I can't fucking
Yeah,
believe
God.
it.
Let me pull up Alice and see if we can try describing him.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you're listening to this and you don't know what Alice looks like,
Yeah,
you can't guess.
you can't
You
guess.
can't guess what he looks like because it's not going to be anything.
I feel I don't remember if I saw him before he showed up in game, but I remember being very surprised by his appearance.
Yeah. So, I want to have a go at describing him because
Go ahead.
I want to see if I can wordsmith this. So,
Yeah, let me close him and look at him in my mind.
okay. So, Alice is a muscular man
Yes.
in a one-piece prison jumpsuit of black and white horizontal stripes. However, his eyes are bright pink.
Okay.
He has an undercut / mohawk where the long part is blue and the shaved sides are alternating stripes of magenta and bright yellow.
Yeah, he looks.
He's a lot to look at.
Yeah. Also,
real
his
traffic cone
his
of a human
jumpsuit is
being.
torn, and he has one hand is cuffed with gold handcuffs, and then he has a prison ball and chain just wrapped around his waist.
Yeah,
Just holding it.
he's just holding it. It's not even like on his ankle. It's around his waist and in his hand.
It's attached to his ankle, but he's wrapped it around his waist so he doesn't drag it around when he's walking.
And it's doing a real shit job of what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Seems to not hinder him at all.
No.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Feel free to keep chatting.
Okay.
Pause.
Pause.
Oh man, I love the exponential decay function that I accidentally created
What
with
did you?
that clap.
Oh.
The waveform of
Oh,
that clap.
the waveform.
The waveform of the
was-
clap is like straight up a tangent function. It's hilarious.
For a hot second, I was like, "What the fuck are you looking at? What did you do?"
I could see.
Did you pull up Wolfram in the middle of recording? What are you fucking talking about?
You wouldn't put that past me. This podcast is now sponsored by Wolfram Alpha.
Right.
Thank you, Stephen Wolfram, for pulling me through college. You're the reason I have a physics degree.
Right. Thank you.
God, if I could save my life more than once.
Honestly, like, Wolfram got me through high school, even. Like, honestly, when it was just like, man, teacher gave us homework and we need to fill it out and show our work, it was just like, I'm not doing that. Wolfram!
My good friend Stephen Wolf.
Stephen Wolf! Mr. Ram! Excuse me, can you do my homework for me?
The answer is yes, he can.
And the answer is yes, he can.
God, no, seriously, dream job is employed by that website.
Honestly.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. That's it.
all I
That's
got.
it. This
We
is
started talking about math, and I'm just like, all right, we're going.
This is the fun cut comedy bit that you get in the lost footage episode.
This is the bonus reel that you get if you support me on Patreon.
Yeah, this is the director's cut. You just get the raw fucking files.
I'm very excited for Rook to edit this and just get this nice little treat in here.
Right.
You leave for 3 seconds, and your boyfriend just talks about math for 4 minutes.
God, I'm sorry. Alice is still up. He's still up on the page, and he's still so much to fucking look at.
I don't know why I don't know.
Why
God,
does he
what is
fucking
his-
look like this?
He is a whole fucking man.
He's a whole man. He is a whole man.
I want to know what the iterative design process for him was. Like,
Well, that should be the next thing we talk about. Is maybe we should talk about his sketches because
yes.
Oh god.
Hi, Rook, welcome back.
Hi, Rook.
Hi, as a heads up, I have food with me, so I guess I'll just cut myself eating. I don't know. It's Easter, so stuff is happening.
It's Easter, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, we're recording
It's
this on Easter because Nick joked about Kaiji rising from the dead like Jesus.
Yes! Okay! Because he fucking fell into a coffin at the end of chapter 3. Midori rolled up and was like, hey bro, I'm just gonna fucking kick you into this fucking coffin. And it's like, oh.
So feral.
He's in there
That
now.
whole scene makes me so feral.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Also, before I left, I don't know if you guys ended up talking about it, but I wanted to pull up this image because I don't know if you remember what Alice looked like in the band, Nick. He looked like this.
I didn't know
Never
that.
seen this!
Oh, is this a scene you didn't get?
No, I didn't get this!
Oh my god, I assumed you would see it again if you get the band poster. So, since we're doing different stuff, in chapter 2, Nick was mainly hanging out with Geen. But I went around and hung out with the other characters, mainly Alice and Rekko, because unfortunately I had to kill Rekko.
Yeah, I'm so
So
sorry.
I wanted to spend time with her as much as possible. And if you talk to Alice when he's like, can you help me buy Rekko's treasure? He lets slip that he used to be in the band and introduces all the members. And when he introduces himself, he just pops up in the back there. Because they like load in one by one in the image.
God.
And he was on percussion and the manager, except he had no musical talent.
That's really great.
God
Okay.
bless.
The drums, the person
that's
with
a
no
shitty
talent, the
one.
drums lead everything.
Oh yeah,
You
no.
can't have someone that can't play the drums on the drums. But yeah, he looks the same way, except the undercut is grown out and the side hair is grown out, and he looks like a mess.
He looks like a fucking mess.
And he has eye makeup, except it's just a splotch.
He's just raccoon.
Yeah, this is like this is Panda. This is Panda eye makeup.
This is just what I looked like. This is what I looked like doing makeup in middle school.
God.
That's what it is.
Alex!
God. Also, for anyone who isn't aware for whatever reason, canonically, Alice's hair is naturally blue.
What?
Oh, do you not remember that?
I didn't remember that.
All right,
You expect me to
pull up
remember anything?
The image of him and Rekko as kids that you get after one of them dies.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, his hair's blue.
Oh yeah.
His hair is naturally blue, and his eyes are naturally pink, and he's dressed like Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh. Oh.
This image hurts, though.
It hurts.
I hate it. I hate looking at it. I hate to look at it so much. It makes me so fucking sad.
It's just a picture of baby Alice and Rekko.
I know,
And
they're at
they're-
a keyboard.
And they're
a
so
keyboard.
little. They both fit on the one seat.
And they're getting along.
This game hurts.
This
I
game
know.
hurts.
If you don't know anything about me as a human person, I go absolutely, completely, unbearably feral for sibling relationships, especially brother-sister relationships. So being handed that in a death game where mandatorily one of them has to die kills me. I'm fucking dying.
It's
really
real.
a hell designed specifically for Rook.
I know. Also, so I can't really say for certain, but I'm aware that a lot of the people who end up killing Rekko instead of Alice want, like, because Alice has connections that he lets slip in chapter 1 where he's like, the person I killed was Sohiyori, which is
yeah.
the name of one of the people we're kicking it with.
Yeah.
So, as far as I'm aware, I could be completely wrong, this is just something I saw said. A lot of people who take Alice over Rekko want that extra lore, when really Rekko is ultimately the better character.
No, absolutely.
She's the better character.
Rekko is
Objectively.
Except,
yeah.
unfortunately, yeah, it's really fascinating too, because I'm just spoiling my own playthrough, I guess, but whatever. It's stuff that you can look up. When Alice dies, he has this whole scene where he's like bleeding out and crying about the fact that he thinks Rekko's dead, and then Rekko comes out after he dies screaming to hell because 1, her brother's fucking dead, 2, he died thinking she was dead.
Yeah.
And she's pissed. But when Rekko dies, she doesn't get to say anything. she doesn't say anything. She just dies because she gets killed by her double, and her double gets the last words.
That fucking sucks.
And then Alice walks in and sees 2 dead Rekkos, and he goes fucking insane.
I fucking hate it, man. I hate it here.
It sucks. It sucks. And then once, like, the chapter and then the next chapter part starting stuff is over with, you fade back, and when Alice is dead, Rekko's just sitting there kind of despondent, but generally, you know, just being Rekko. When Rekko's dead, Alice fades back, laughing to himself, completely wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh.
And completely dead-faced, and is like, I'm gonna go murder all of the floor masters. I'm like,
what?
Jesus Christ.
Where is Now in,
Now is also sitting there. Like when she's sitting with Rekko looking at Alice's corpse.
Yeah.
She's sitting there with Alice as he's just sitting there laughing.
Yeah, because...
And she's just, like, in silence. And then it's actually interesting. She's very composed, but she's clearly broken up inside. I say as if I'm a human person talking about live-action acting and not a series of sprites.
No, because I know on my side, Now was
Yeah.
there to comfort Rekko, and she, like, helped her and was, like, talking to her,
Yeah.
but, like, how do you fucking talk to somebody that's, like, laughing maniacally? What do you fucking do for that?
She, in silence, takes the gloves off of Rekko's body and says, I need to deliver these. There's someone waiting for Rekko who loves her as much as we did, and gives Alice one of the gloves.
That fucking sucks.
It sucks. And Alice just takes it silently. He doesn't have anything to say. I think he might say thank you. I can't remember exactly. It hurts. It hurts so much. Can I pull up, because what Alice says when he sees that Rekko is dead makes me want to kill myself. Before I ended up doing that, I had this physical guilt in my body knowing I had to kill Rekko. It was the thing I felt the most bad about having to do. I really can't deal with it. I'm really glad I made you kill Alice, though. At least you I actually had to pull up the walkthrough on how to not kill Rekko, because it's pretty clearly designed for you to push the fake into the spike pit and kill her.
Oh, okay. Really?
I forgot how you're supposed to do it. You have to, let me pick up my mouse. You have to right-click to cancel it, and you get a yes-no option. Are you sure you don't want to kill her?
Oh!
I think it's literally like, are you sure you want to spur the fake? Yes, no. Do you want to sacrifice Geen to save the fake? Yes, no.
What?
Yeah, it's...
It sucks. It is
That
so
sucks.
dim. And then, because you don't push the fake in and stop the machine, Kyutaro then presses the button that makes him get shot with the venom. I realize we're talking maniacally, but I would hope you understand these parts of the game if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
He pushes the button, and what proceeds, when I scream in my, I don't scream, when I gasp in my video of that, it's this very loud, repetitive, you know, the quote-unquote stab sound that the game has, the, like, kind of meaty squish noise.
Yeah.
That plays rapidly while red flashes on screen and Kyutaro screams.
That fucking
God.
sucks.
I was shocked. And then you get the actual art that Chapter 2 opens with Kyutaro and Geen both on the ground, sweating profusely, near death.
I hate
And
this.
Kyutaro is breathlessly saying, I'm sorry, Geen.
Yeah, it sucks, buddy.
It sucks.
That sucks.
It sucks so much. Oh no, this isn't translated, is it? Oh, there's parts of the game that aren't in the transcript and the thing. I'm literally going to pull my video up. Because I need to read out this dialogue and have it immortalized twice. I can't fucking deal with it. I'm opening it. I can't deal with it. I realize I linked you both this video where you could have watched it, but I don't.
No, I watched it. It's
Yeah, it's rough.
It's rough.
It's so rough.
Like, yeah, the game is actively fighting you on killing Rekko.
It really seems like there's certain options that are the quote-unquote correct ones, and Nick so far has done all of them.
Yeah.
Because I need them.
I think it's really good that you're taking a look at the, I've sort of just co-opted it. I call it the no mercy choices.
Definitely, yeah.
It's no mercy for my heart.
Because it's no mercy for the heart, and also it just seems bad and wrong and not what you should be doing.
It feels wrong.
It feels
wrong. It feels like I'm going towards a bad end every single step I take.
But I think it's really good that you have done it and not me, because my baseline in the good route is very loud, and I don't think if I took there would simply be no more speakers on Earth. There wouldn't be any. I would yell too loud; they would all break.
Yeah, I am aware of a lot of excuse me. I'm aware of a lot of fuck. I was aware beforehand of a lot of what goes on in either option because I was the walkthrough holder for Nick while they were playing blind. So I'm not blind, and I say this in my playthrough. This isn't a blind playthrough. Don't come here for that. And I am also generally. It feels shitty saying this, more composed when it comes to stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Alex, we read Kimetsu every week. You've heard me on call.
Yeah. No, the contrast between myself, Aster, and you is, like, actually tangible.
Yeah, you will both cry. It takes a lot for me to physically start crying.
No, I'm pin drop.
So, my playthrough is really... I'm just reading the text, and I do try to... I give a bit of performance to it because I try to read it with emotion because I can't do voices very much at all because, one, my voice sits very high, so I don't have much of a range. And two, I'm just not the kind of person, so I try to read it with emotion, which means that I do make myself very sad reading some of the emotional dialogue like I'm about to cry.
I think you do a really good job, though. I think the way you read it out is very... It sounds good. So,
yeah.
You do well.
Yeah,
you do well.
Yeah, actually, when Rekko was dying, I was tearing up a little bit, but then Ranger's stupid dialogue came in, so it brought me back because I had to sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have the dialogue now. I'm just gonna hit the video and read it as it plays. When Alice walks in and sees the two dead Rekkos and says, "What is this? Why is Rekko in this state? Wake her up. Now, Sarah, won't you explain?" And then Sarah says nothing. And then she says, "Rekko is... What are you trying to say?" And then Ranger is a bitch. "Couldn't even come to see her die. Some siblings you are, huh?" Alice says, "This can't be. It's inconceivable Rekko would die." Ranger's speaking. "This is the fake Rekko's blood, right? I won't be fooled." "Nope, the fake doesn't bleed." "Look, collapsed over there. The headless Rekko is the fake. Cool that he gets to see that." He says, "No, I won't believe it. Rekko is so much stronger, luckier, and more hateful than me. She's a person whose life has value. My one and only sister." It feels like the game is shaming me.
Oh,
I'm so fucking sad, Kat.
This has been stuck in my brain since I saw it. I can't deal with it.
This sucks.
I can't deal with it. It
So
sucks so much.
we all have brain warps for this game.
I feel like
This
an
game-
insane person.
This game fucking sucks. This is an
sucks.
awful game, and you shouldn't play it.
No, you should play it and
You
come
should
to
play
hell.
it.
Please go to hell.
You're gonna go to hell.
I wanna say something, just because I'm thinking of
Yeah,
it. It's a
yeah.
little off track. I wanna say it.
You're completely fine. This is a fluid episode.
This is a Yale episode.
I wanna talk about Jin, which...
Talk about again.
First off, do we need a unified pronunciation for this?
No.
Because,
I don't really care. I think it's funny that we say two different things.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, the reason I say it differently is I specifically put his name into Google Translate before playing, and it spat out Ibushi Gin, so I was like, alright, I'll say Gin.
And, I didn't do anything. I just read it and I said, oh, Jin. Cool.
Yeah, like the drink.
Like the drink.
Yeah, because it's Gin, which would become a confusing thing to an English speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
which
if
is
it was pronounced like Jin, it would be Jin.
Yes.
But I say Jin. Anyway, Jin, have we not put this baby boy through enough?
I know.
No.
Because
I know.
Listen, a lot of crimes happen to everyone here.
A lot of crimes happen.
A lot of crimes happen.
Many
I
crimes.
feel like I need to point out that Jin watches Mishima's head burn off of his body, and
like an actual human head.
He sits with the body afterwards with Now. He doesn't leave the room afterwards.
No.
He stays with the body. Then
this kid is 12.
This kid is fucking 12.
I do wonder what the actual in-game time on that is, because Gin and Now just sit there as Kaiji stands in the corner.
It's fucked up. And then they go to the second floor shortly after, and Jin gets fucking caught in a cage where Sarah has to beat back the ghosts to let him out.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm still absolutely... I feel so bad for Gin in my playthrough because, one, on the third floor, I have to ignore him because I'm not hanging out with him, and I feel really bad about that. And two, on the second floor, I didn't realize that try to destroy the cage meant point a gun at Gin and shoot it. And I was like, oh no!
And this is a fucking thing. On the third floor, because we mentioned it, he doesn't get any tokens because he's a good boy and he doesn't want to play because it's too much like gambling. Bless his heart.
His parents told him gambling is bad, and he's like, okay, I won't do that.
And
he's a good boy.
And then he, as punishment for being a very good boy, he gets hung up on a target and injected with poison.
It sucks. It sucks.
This kid is 12.
This kid is fucking 12.
So bad. I feel really bad for everyone, but I feel so bad for Gin and Kana because Gin is 12, Kana is 13 or 14. They're too small.
They're children.
Why are they in this death game?
Yeah, to quote the message you sent, why are fucking 4-year-olds in this death game? They didn't do anything. All they do is eat chicken nugget. Why are they here?
What possible purpose could they have in this?
I know. I feel so bad for them. And then, on the 4th floor, 5th floor, I don't remember which one, Gin gets effectively hung.
Yes.
And passes out.
Yeah. He can't fucking breathe. He hits his head, gets knocked unconscious, and can't fucking breathe.
I feel so bad for him.
Why do we batter this small little boy?
I am so afraid about I'm afraid about it for everybody, but a few characters it's very obvious why they're there, because it's at least implying that all of the characters have a connection to each other, and all of the characters have a connection to the real Sohiyori, aka Midori, the bitch-ass motherfucker. And I'm so terrified what some of these characters' connections to each other and to Midori are, because what the fuck has Gin done?
Nothing.
What has Kana done?
Nothing. They've done nothing. They have done nothing.
If it's a fucking crime of the parent thing, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh.
No.
Because we know that canonically, Gin's dad is a jackass.
Yeah.
He's just a drunk, I think is really all it is. Which is a
jackass, but...
Yeah.
I really hope it's not. I really hope. He didn't do anything.
I know. He didn't do... It really feels like Gin just straight up isn't supposed to be there, because he really doesn't fit in. And I'm so afraid about why he's here. Because isn't he on the roster of characters who can reasonably win the death game?
Yeah, he can win.
Yeah. He's got like a 0.5 or something.
It's so small, but technically he can win.
It's so small, but he could. Can I find that image again?
Oh, probably.
Somebody would document that.
Oh, it is. I just don't remember how to find it.
What did we call it?
Return to Die % roster. 4 papers. There it is. That's the page on the wiki.
Thank you.
God.
Yeah, let me link it for both of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank God. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's like basically the people running the death game fucking put a bunch of... They played online Hunger Games. They were like, all right, cool, let's do that for real now, and kidnapped a bunch of people and determined who would possibly win the death game. And it's most of our characters, but then some of the ones that died are also here. Which is fascinating to me. I really wonder how now Michi Kuramada, the second highest placing one, they just fucking killed him in a trial that really doesn't seem to be winnable.
Okay.
Where he gets squished between 2 walls and has to press a button.
Yeah, I don't fucking understand how his trial was literally Indiana Jones. Hit the button, you fucking big boy, before the walls close in, you stupid idiot. And they're like 9.9%. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, you didn't interact with the victim videos at all, except for the 2 mandatory ones. So let me show you what now Michi's fucking looks like.
It's...
Here you go. It's unbeatable.
It's unbeatable. What the fuck?
He's physically squished between 2 walls and has to press a button he physically can't reach. And then there's another image where it's just the walls are closed and he's blood.
9.9%.
This sucks, bro.
9.9%.
This fucking sucks.
Wait, hang on. Holy shit. I think this is the sprite that you can only get for one of the moves in the puzzle. The puzzle battle shit where you have to win in 9 moves or you die.
Yeah.
This is a really good sprite.
Fuck yes!
Gitaro's suplexing Naomichi.
Yes!
That's really good.
That's so good.
This is
God,
everything.
Gitaro's so huge.
He's so fucking big.
I can't deal with how, like, juicy he is.
No, he's huge. He's fucking huge.
We have established this game has a fucking thing with wide men.
No, there is some kink and or fetish that is very low key throughout this game, and it's big men.
It's big men.
It's big men.
It's like because Kaiji is at like an angle for most of his sprites, you can't tell how fucking wide this man is.
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
But then there's certain ones where it's just like, oh, he's 1.5 of me.
Yeah.
Pardon me, I was eating Easter supper.
Eat your supper.
I think actually that here, let me open them and compare them because there are 2 versions of Kaiji's sprites, which is how he appears in the game and also when he was younger and still like cop. And I swear to God that he's not as wide in the cop one. I feel like he got bigger.
He got bigger. Well, like what? He has to be like... No, he is absolutely bigger here. He is absolutely bigger. Because...
He looks wider. Wait, yeah, and oh my God, he doesn't have muscles. He just has straight arms.
He got fucking Diesel is the thing in cop school.
Oh my God. Wow.
He got depressed and then
he killed a man, got
decided that he
depression
was
and
gonna hit the gym.
PTSD, and got fucking jacked.
It kills me that Kaiji is a bottle blonde.
Yeah. I love it, actually. It's really funny to me.
It's really
I'm
good.
so glad that he canonically dyes his hair. Because in the past, he has just black hair. Or at least dark brown hair. And in the actual game, he's piss yellow blonde.
Yeah. Because you said it was somewhere on the wiki, though, because we made a joke about this on the wiki. Hang on. Kaiji. Show me Kaiji. Because we made a joke about how somebody cited their source on this wiki, and it just linked back to Policeman, like
it's
on
Kaiji's
real
page.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, actually, wait a minute, that's good information, actually. Because it was like, you had to be, like, out of high school, you had to graduate high school, and you had to spend a certain amount of time in cop school, and so it was like, you could kind of guess his age. So it's like, no, absolutely, if he's, like, sort of college-aged in his...
Yeah, so, his history... This is his history. Background. To become a police officer in Japan, a person must at least be a high school graduate and must pass a national exam. Once these requirements are met, the person must undergo a year of training, which consists of classroom, field, and physical training in order to prepare them for work as an officer. And the site for that is Comparative Law and Justice on Wikipedia.
Yeah!
And then the rest of his background. This is all that's the rest of his background. Keiji worked with Megumi Sasahara on the police force in the past. He once shot a person while working on the job and hasn't been able to fire a gun since that incident. There is more in his background about how it works in real life than about what happened to him in the game.
No, yeah, but...
That's not even complete. Like, there's big updates in Chapter 3
The
about
wiki
that.
hasn't been updated much. I don't know what they're deeming should be on the pages or not, because if you go on if you're looking at Kaiji's proper overview page, there isn't a this page contains spoilers, but if you go into his gallery, it says this page contains spoilers for Chapter 3. So maybe they purposefully aren't doing that until it's more recent, because Chapter 3 Part 1A only came out last month, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
really
fairly new.
recent, which means it's probably not going to update again for like a year.
Yeah.
I'm waiting though, I'll fucking wait for it, I'm sitting here.
But...
We're gonna be in hell.
I'm gonna explode.
You know, if he's, you know, early 20s in his cop form.
Yeah, he looks very small.
I can reasonably see him, like, mid to late 20s beefing up. Like, that makes sense.
That's stuff you do in your mid to late 20s.
Yeah. We don't actually know how old he is. I just know that I need to beat him over the head with a baseball bat.
Oh my god. The reason they give the side note they give for his age is the legal drinking age in Japan.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's really good. We don't even know. We just know he's allowed to have alcohol.
That's all. Listen, that's all I need to know. Can you drink? Can you fucking party? That's all I need to know.
I had no idea that Hayasaka ranked so high on the four
I know,
sheets.
right? Which is fascinating because his trial doesn't even look like a trial. It looks straight up like an execution because Hayasaka was tasked with getting the information for all the participants for the death game. He knew too much. They purposefully killed him. Why is he so high on the list?
Did they?
I don't get it.
Okay, this is what really kills me especially, is they say we ran them through an AI thing where y'all killed each other, whatever. They don't give any details about what the scenario is or could possibly be for that.
Yeah,
And
I have no idea.
I feel
I
like
want to see their fucking studies.
I feel like there has to be
I want the peer-reviewed journal.
fucking give it, honestly, like, what are your fucking methods? Because, like, for him to be so high up, it only makes sense for that particular AI trial to be like, okay, this is the situation where we don't execute you, but when we do it for realsies, we just execute you. Like,
I know,
like,
right?
how else do you just get this fucking 8.2 number? What the
I
fuck?
don't get it. I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense. And I'm so
Oh, and of course the second main game isn't transcribed, because I'm pretty sure you get that information in the second main game.
yeah, you do.
I can't remember where you get it, but I know a character just offhandedly says, like, oh, we did a bunch of AI tests and we decided that, yeah, that's good.
It's good.
Oh, yeah, it would be in the second main game because they figure out what the percentages are.
Yeah. Honestly, as much as I'm mad about these, like, guaranteed dead people being so high up, I am still kind of mad about Shin or So, however you want to say him.
How should we refer to him as?
I prefer So. I prefer So and
yeah.
Midori for referring to them.
It's what we know them as.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But, yeah, we never knew so.
Yeah.
But for So,
He's also a completely different person. His old personality is gone.
his old personality is gone.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking mad about 0.0% because that shouldn't be mathematically possible.
I know.
It's nuts. That's the thing.
Zero.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm really assuming that there's two different factors here. I'm assuming one is survivability rate and one is winnability rate. But it seems like So has bupkis for either.
It's not real.
That's just what I'm assuming.
It's not.
Also, I don't have any basis
This is
for
not
that.
real math. This is a bad study. Your methods are bad and you should feel bad.
And, you know, like, obviously...
I tore my headphones out. I was so mad.
Alex! And, you know, like, obviously anime bullshit, so, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But,
Whatever.
for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
I mean, I guess maybe they could have. Maybe they purposely figured out who would be the most likely to lose and just said, "All right, let's put him in and see what he does."
Maybe.
I could imagine them doing that because, like, we have very little lore for the organization behind all the everything is
yeah.
Asunaro, and they apparently do a lot of illegal research into humans and illegal drugs and stuff like that. One of which being apparently, can you produce humans? And they seem to have fucking succeeded because they have human-looking dolls walking around with human AIs in them.
They did
the
the
AIs
damn
make me
thing.
feral. I don't get them.
Yeah, they fucking David Cage
They
this
really
shit.
did.
Like,
Yeah.
that's a full ass
That's
human.
a full-ass human.
You did a
human.
You made that.
I've said this before, I just can't get a fucking grasp on what Asunaro, like, is doing and how their hierarchy is.
I know.
Because...
Oh,
don't
did you
understand
ever
what they
read what VG person the translation notes for what Asunaro means?
No.
It doesn't give much insight, but I thought it was interesting.
What do you got? What
No,
do you got
read it,
for
read
me?
it.
Asunaro comes from Asunaro, the Japanese name for Thujipsis, a type of Japanese cypress. This is mostly just a theory, given there's not a lot revealed yet, but the significance of the name could be related to the associated phrase, Asu wa hinoki ni naru, tomorrow it will become a hinoki cypress, i.e. the idea of something growing to become something greater, which is terrifying.
Okay.
Especially because
Okay.
I don't...
if you know what Petscop is, you'll remember the line, the game is a growing organism, and just thinking about that and thinking about where Asunaro comes from just fills me with dread.
Do you know
I am
what it...
so fucking menaced. You shouldn't have brought up that connection. My brain
Yeah.
is just not going to be able to turn that
I
off.
don't have the Petscop connection, but what it fucking sounds like to me is just some empty fucking corporate bullshit slogan where it's like
Slogan.
shut the fuck up slogan where it's just
What did
like
Logan ever do?
together we are working for a greater tomorrow to
It does
uplift
feel a little like that.
humanity. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sell oil. Fucking be real. Come on.
God.
I hate it.
God. Oh, your rage is so real.
It really gets me. I can't wait for the, I'm not, shaking in my boots to have all of the information right now immediately, but I am really looking forward to having all of it
Yeah,
at
no.
the end of this.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm really looking forward to years and years from now finally having all of it.
Gashu.
No, there's something...
Gashu still freaks me out.
Yeah.
This mustachioed motherfucker. Kick him in the nards.
It fucks me up how Miley was particularly like, you've made a transgression that undermines the death game. When it
Yeah.
seems, when to me it seems like his actions, although shady, really reinforce the death game. Where he was
Yeah.
like, he was trying to get the players out that shouldn't be there, and he was trying to keep it on track, because the second they found out and caught on to him, he killed himself. And he got the game
Yeah.
back on track with his own death. So it's like...
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Especially because before the main game, he reveals that he has a collar on, which you didn't see any of the other floor masters have because all of them have a neck covering
Yeah.
thing. You see him pull down his shirt collar and say, "We're captive here too. Sir, why are you captive here? You're in charge.
You're in
what
charge.
are you doing? Who is in charge of you?"
Like,
That's the scary
and it's like,
part.
So scary.
are you really captive? Because you seem like you're jamming being here. You seem like you're having a great fucking time.
It still gets me so much that, Kai is his biological son.
That man
and he
doesn't
was
fuck.
raised as an assassin? What the fuck is this company?
What the fuck?
What does that fucking mean? We're a pharmaceutical company.
doesn't mean
We make
anything.
medicine. Except we also make...
And assassins.
We also make men who kill.
I think it was also implied in part 3 that they're part of the criminal underworld, which really, really makes me think that they're probably related to that, it's translated as the Hades incident in English.
Oh, yeah.
The thing where a bunch
yeah,
of crime lords were like, yeah, let's all kill each other.
Yeah,
With
because
rules.
they were vying for control, weren't they? Because it was like...
Of the criminal underworld, yeah.
yeah, because they were like, I want to be boss. No, I want to be boss. Fuck it, let's
And
just
then they just
kill each other.
they killed each other with mutual rules.
And then the winner gets to be boss, which, flawless fucking system, guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Love to kill off who should be your staff and supporters.
Right.
I mean,
We love to make a power vacuum.
like criminal underworld staff. Fucking whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Your underlings.
Your underlings. Hello? This is just very poorly thought out.
It baffles me. It baffles me so much.
I don't like
And-
it.
There's a lot.
Again, it makes me terrified because if it's crime thing, why is everybody here?
Why are we here?
Are we crime?
Are we crime?
Are we crime?
Why is the 12-year-old here?
Why did we have to give consent?
Something I'm still very afraid of is Sarah's dad's connection to all of this.
God, yeah.
I don't...
He shows up at the end of chapter 2 He shows up.
He shows up.
And that's not even a theory, unless the wiki is theorizing. Those sprites are in his gallery.
No, he shows up. He does absolutely show up. Like, after the, main game and you're going through, like, the, I don't know, the post-scene, post-credits scenes and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You get a little scene of him in the winner's room, and he's fucking shady with his hat and his fucking fedora, and he takes it off, and he says, heh, you're doing real good, Sarah. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean?
I wonder if he was Meister.
He might have been.
He looks a bit like Meister.
He kind of looking like Meister.
Kind of be looking like Meister.
It gets me. It really gets me.
What's the fucking point?
I'm still thinking about when I was like, oh god, what if Sarah's dad is a doll?
I think he's just a bastard. I think he's...
I don't know. I don't know, because he specifically hired Kai because he didn't want Sarah to partake in it, but he did know it was gonna happen. How? Except, oh god.
So, okay, so wait a minute. Are you saying
you go
that...
ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I'm trying to clear... Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you saying that Sarah has two copies of a dad, then? The bastard copy and the good copy that went rogue as a doll and was like, actually, fuck my purpose.
What I brought to... I think it was when you were still asleep, maybe. I brought to our little group chat, oh god, what if Sarah's dad is a doll? And I flipped it. It's like, either the bad one could be the doll or the good one could be the doll. I was thinking that, like, that Sarah's dad was replaced with a doll. I think because I was also thinking, what if Sarah's dad was the man in the memorandum? Because I was like, oh god, what if we're doing a pet scop where the girl that the man from the memorandum got attached to was reborn as his daughter, because that's the thing that happens at pet scop, and it terrifies me. And I was like, what if that's what happened? But I was like, what if her dad died or was, like, stuck in the organization, and they put out a doll version? Because Sarah isn't her dad's biological child. He physically says that. What if one day she... No, that was my reasoning. Sorry, I had to remember what I was saying. My reasoning was, what if the line, one day she'll realize, one day she'll learn I'm not her real father, what if that meant that he's a doll?
Yeah, okay.
That's what I was thinking. Sorry, I got jumbled up.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Also, I can't remember how long ago the Hades incident was. Is it...
Years ago, because Kaiji talked about it happening years ago, and he was on that case.
No, he wasn't on the case.
He wasn't on the case.
Oh, good, it has a page. Fuck, it has very little information. Hang on.
Oh, great.
Finish eating my turnip. The Hades incident is the name given to the first known death game. It was organized by various criminal groups who sent in representatives to decide who will rule the underworld. Not much is known about the Hades incident. It is implied that the man from the memorandum was its sole winner. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know it's something Kaiji wasn't directly involved in because he just says he read the files.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
also, I don't think he was in charge of murder.
No,
I don't know exactly what he did, but I don't think he was a murder boy.
No, I think he was kind of just a beat cop for a while. Like, he says...
I think he was a beat cop.
Yeah, I think because he says, I'm an ex-detective, so I guess he got promoted at some point, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he was, or maybe the detective is being used in place of beat cop, because saying I'm a beat cop is
probably
fucking nothing.
Probably.
But it does say on his score sheet that he's an ex-detective.
Yes.
So, definitely was a detective at one point.
No, well, what I'm saying is maybe detective could be being used in place of beat cop, because it sounds more professional than beat cop.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I don't know what he was in charge of, though. The only, case we know of is when he accidentally killed his
senpai?
Thank you. That's literally the only word I can think of. I couldn't think of an English word. All I could think of was senpai, which isn't even correct. That's not what it was. His, role model. Role model is what I wanted.
There you go.
Fuck.
Oh, the brainworms, they are criminal.
I'm still absolutely remember that image that you see of Mr. Policeman fucking dead?
Yeah, that's bad.
I accidentally saw that before Nick finished playing Chapter 3. And it actually jump scared me.
It almost feels out of place with the rest of the game because it's
terrifying.
It's kind of raw.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
simply titled
that
the
fits.
JPEG.
That fits.
Here, I'm gonna send
that's
it. You
the
get to
mood.
look at it again.
No.
No, I don't.
Here, look at it.
No.
No.
Oh, you've done it.
Okay.
You sent it.
Yeah, but I spoiled it to be nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I saw that beforehand. I was like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
Oh,
Excuse me? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
it's basically
Did you
just
see it?
an orange-haired man who has some stubble, who his eyes are grayed out, and he is crying and screaming in a pool of blood, and his mouth is bloody, and he's clearly dead.
Did you see that with the context of knowing
No.
what? Oh.
I will send you what I saw. I will take a screenshot of what I saw. What I saw was this. And I immediately tabbed away because I was terrified.
Right next to the happy image, huh?
It's just the CG's tab with the image of him and baby Kaiji, and then right next to it is he dead.
It's like sunny.
He dead.
There's like a blue sky and a green tree in the background, and then he's fucking dead on the floor.
It's terrifying.
It is so out of place.
Did you
I-
feel jump scared by that when it showed
A
up?
little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, because I say again, it feels out of place. This is raw.
I don't get why Midori was like, he's right there at your feet. What are you fucking talking
What
about?
are you fucking talking about?
What are you talking about?
We gotta talk about Midori.
Oh, let me open his.
Oh,
We gotta talk about Midori.
Let me actually open his page because his page is one of the ones that actually has the information for chapter 3.
Because otherwise, where the fuck would it be?
Because he is chapter 3.
He is chapter 3.
He is chapter
Here he
3.
comes,
I-
staring stock.
Okay.
still.
So I need
I hate to
Fucking
look at him.
Bastard.
we need to talk about how he claimed that he organized everything in the situation where Kaiji killed his mentor. Or not,
I know.
his role model. Because
Yeah.
he claimed that he fed misinformation about the suspect having a gun. He claimed that he was the voice that said, "Watch out, he's got a gun," and spooked Kaiji.
Yeah.
He also claimed that he, like, physically or manipulated him into being the suspect at all.
I know.
How does that fucking happen?
Okay, so in Midori's relationships tab, under Keiji Shinogi, during the capture of a suspect, which hyperlinks to Mr. Policeman, he doesn't have a name, that's what his name is in the game.
Yeah.
So was undercover with Keiji and Megumi Sasahara. During this, So manipulated Keiji's lack of experience and told him that the suspect was going to fire his weapon. Keiji, in the heat of the moment, listened to this disguised Hiyori and fired his weapon. The suspect turned out to be a role model of Keiji's past. The trauma made Keiji unable to even touch a gun without barfing, as seen in his battle against So. It seems that So, however, kept the revolver and used it later in the death game to break Keiji emotionally, being the only character to actually break his calm personality.
Like,
Also, So in that case is the real So Hiyori Midori. I realized I didn't replace it when I was reading.
Yeah.
like
So
how
confusing.
Yeah, the entire page is written
Yeah, because that's his,
using So as his name. 'cause
that's his
it's
human
sexual
name.
Yeah.
how does this fucking happen? How does one person organize fucking all of that?
I want to know.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't...
Like, how does one person organize all of that?
I know. Actually, I'm gonna read his history background because having it all together is like, what the fuck is this man's entire deal?
What's his deal?
So attended the same high school as Shin Tsukimi, the So Hiyori we actually know in the game, and befriended him. They were close enough that Shin visited So's house regularly, though Shin was often unnerved and made uncomfortable by So. Shin was perceptive enough to pick up that So found amusement in making him nervous, but ignored it. As it turned out, So wasn't even enrolled in the school, so the exact reason for his presence is implied to be related to Shin, which is terrifying.
I hate it.
Meanwhile, So had
hate him.
meanwhile,
Meanwhile.
So had also disguised himself as a police officer and worked for law enforcement. How long is unknown, but he was present when Kaiji Shinogi supposedly killed an unarmed criminal. He deliberately misled Kaiji into thinking that the man was armed, which led Kaiji unintentionally murdering him. At some point, while he'd been friends with Shin, Alice killed So, which means that chronologically, either he was a cop he was pretending to be a cop before he was friends with Shin, or while he was friends with Shin, he was pretending to be a cop.
Okay. This is fantastic. We did actually establish earlier what it takes to be a cop. You have to graduate high school.
Oh my god.
What is going on that he can both fake attending high school and be a cop?
I mean, he looks like a twink.
Well, he does look like a twink, that's true. but come on! Come the fuck on!
I know. I mean, I guess he could maybe be in his early 20s and infiltrates a high school somehow. I'm still terrified as to how he did that.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even go here!
Or maybe he was in high school and then after high school pretended to be a cop, or maybe he infiltrated high school, maybe he infiltrated the police while still being in high school. I don't know. I have to assume, though, that he died
All possibilities are bad.
Yeah, I have to assume that he died at adult age, because we meet him at what seems to be adult age. He doesn't have a canonical age, but I assume he's an adult.
Yeah.
He's wearing...
He does have species doll.
Oh, good.
I'll be entirely honest, I'm not entirely satisfied that he actually did all this in the real world. I feel like we still might all be AIs and he programmed all of us and we're just
I am genuinely very, very, very afraid of the possibility that none of this is real and that we're all just AIs.
If they pull a Shut Up and Dance on us,
because
it's not Shut Up and Dance, that's the wrong one. It's Hang the DJ. That's the episode.
Yeah. Give me a moment and pull up an image. I will pull up an image because if you remember correctly, we saw a strange memory.
Yes! This!
And what I'm thinking is, one, it could be a hint at everybody's connection to the real Sohiyori, where Shin Tsukimi in this image is actually taking the place of the real Sohiyori, because canonically everybody's memories have been fucked with, which is terrifying. Or it's one of the results of the AI programs when they were pretending to do the death game.
That's the thing.
Those are my two assumptions, and both of them terrify me.
Like, that's the fucking thing, is that Sarah refers to this memory of holding a bleeding So as, like, a dream. Like, oh, did I dream that? Was it a memory? Like, why can she refer to it as a memory at all? Like,
I know.
That's fucked.
The fact that Mishima is here makes me wonder if it's the real thing, where actually that is the real Sohiyori, not Shin Tsukimi. Did they go to the high school Mishima taught at? That's a possibility.
Oh, okay.
That is a possibility.
Maybe.
Except Sarah doesn't go to that school, so I don't know why she's here.
But why would Kyutaro be here?
Kyutaro
walking in the street? I don't know.
Listen, he's a big shot baseball player, but he's only second.
He's not.
He's second string, and that means he has a lot of free time to do benefit projects for the kids in high school. I suppose.
Oh god,
coaches the local
that could be it.
club.
Actually,
I suppose that he did a tour to educate the kids about joining sports.
God. But I think that you didn't do it. You didn't trade with Kyutaro on that third day.
No,
or whatever it was.
you warned me about that, and even without your warning, he was giving off some real stank, nasty vibes. I'd steer clear of that. Fuck that.
I did it.
You did it.
I did it.
You did it.
And the dialogue options I chose to try to guilt Kyutaro out of doing it, which you physically can't do, but you can guilt him if you want to.
Oh.
You can guilt him and make him feel bad, canonically, if assuming that was the end and you didn't reset your save. It seems to imply that he hasn't even been on the field yet.
Really?
Because roughly what he says to me is, the kids haven't seen that people without parents can go big or whatever. So to me, it says to me that he's never properly played yet. Which does... I'm saying that like I have an endpoint. It's just interesting to me. I don't know why I was saying it like I had a big theory.
No, that's interesting, though.
I'm waving my hands around. I'm very frantic.
No!
Yeah.
I kind of hate that.
I know.
Yeah.
What was... Okay. Because my thought for what if this is all an AI program, excuse me if you can hear my fork jingling around, is that in the ending where you kill why did I say ending? In the result where you kill and you see AI Joe, he's also surrounded by these white flakes. Because in the fake memory image, I just realized that Mishima's. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I thought Mishima was holding Shin's hand in the fake memory image. No, his hand's just, like, between Mishima's legs where he's squatting. I thought he was holding his hand. But no, in that image where Sarah is crying, probably screaming, her mouth is open, holding what looks to be multiple stab wounds or multiple gunshots or something, bleeding from multiple places, just lying slumped on the ground with tears leaking from his eyes. Mishima looking worried, very worried, and Kyutaro's just kind of in the corner. And in it are these floating white glowing flakes. And in the image with AI Joe are these white floating glowing flakes. I can't say words.
You're good. I got you.
It's stressful.
That is my evidence, and I am very afraid of it. But also,
the implication there.
I feel like there's a sub-implication which, since Asunaro can wipe memories from everybody's brains, what if they can implant memories? And they've implanted memories of the past Death games.
I could see that.
I could see that happening.
I could absolutely see that happening.
Probably especially for Sarah because she's special for whatever reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I get so paranoid at this point that it makes
me so afraid.
I start throwing out any theory that it's like maybe the AI simulations don't even happen in a computer. Maybe they upload the AIs into real meat persons' heads, and the simulation takes place in our brains, and I fucking panic. I really just panic.
No, it's really like I'm about to break out the spreadsheets. I'm about to like go through and like dialogue tree out.
Nick, this was something you said. Was what if we're all Gen 2 dolls that can actually bleed like humans?
Yes! Like, I'm
that
panicked.
Still scares me because I could see that being real. Oh,
I can absolutely see Gen 2 dolls.
We finally figured out how to make the dolls bleed. Let's make them kill each other.
Yeah.
We want to see that doll blood.
And like, if anyone's like, but there was that scene at the beginning of the game where you get kidnapped. Who's to say that wasn't a billion years ago? Maybe that was a memory from the OG Death game.
Oh, you're gonna fucking Soma us.
Maybe they're on fucking Mars. Who knows?
Shut up, Alex.
Terrifies me. This is why I don't consume Death games, because I do this. Because all Death games have shit like this. And I can't deal with it. I haven't even properly consumed a Death game before. Just being aware of Danganronpa made me insane. Actually, I did watch the anime when it was airing, but that was years ago.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
There was... Oh, fuck, what did I want to say? Something. We talked about somebody somewhere being revived at one point, and I wanted to say, like, we've made these dolls, we've made them people, pretty much the same fucking thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Who was revived? Was that something we said, or was that something the game said, do you know?
I don't know. It was at the back of my mind, and I know I wanted to say it, but I completely lost whatever that thought was connected to.
Yeah, I know that what I'm assuming to be Miley's room, there's, in the background, this window with what looks to be an IV stand hooked up to what looks to be a hospital bed. And I'm really worried about it. I'm really worried about it. I don't like it.
Who's in that damn bed?
I know.
Who's in the bed?
I think something I said, maybe, which was another one of my wild theories, was what if Miley was the OG girl from the Death game that was like Sarah, and then she got revived or something. But I feel like that's a little too out there.
Yeah. I mean, no, it would be fun, though, because that would explain why she's so evil and pissed.
She's so fucking evil. She's so evil. I don't get why she's so evil. It's terrifying.
She just revels.
She's so evil. She's even evil in, like, the non-canonical sketches.
She can't, because, like, even in the sketches, the rest of the Floor Masters get to have a little fun. No, Miley's still just evil. The only time she has fun is when she's being dunked on.
Yeah.
Oh no, Miley's room doesn't seem to be on the wiki in an image I can look at.
Aw.
That sucks.
Oy, 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 oy.
I hate this game.
Anyway, do we now want to just dunk on So for like an additional
Yeah,
20
he's a
minutes?
fucking twink and I hate him.
It's fucking spaghetti.
I still think about when you ended your 5-hour VOD where Joe dies, about how you were going to get So Diesel and physically change the code in the game to make him dead.
I was pissed.
Congrats, you killed him.
I was pissed.
I don't actually
Next
know
step.
what this game is programmed in. Be interesting to.
It's RPG Maker.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's just RPG
Yeah.
Maker.
Yeah, I could get Diesel and change it. Fucking kill So in the first round.
I think it's RPG Maker MV. All I know is that someone I talked to was trying to code a game in it, and it's like, this is what Your Turn to Die was made in. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Baller.
Fuck it, I'm gonna learn Unity.
God. It still fucks me up so much that Shin had a 0%, and they were like, all right,
Put him in!
here, look at these
Put 'em in.
percentages confirming that you're going to die, and then proceeding to break him mentally, emotionally, and personality. It's very fascinating to me how he takes on the name of this guy he used to know, who I don't know for certain because I haven't got there yet in my playthrough, because spoilers, I will have to kill Kana and keep So. And Nick, do you know yet what happens when you keep So alive?
You've told me about Kana's flower execution.
Do you want to know what So does?
What does he do?
He proceeds to do the exact same thing. He starts up a Joe AI, except instead of giving you closure, proceeds to make it fucked up and evil and psychologically torture Sarah so badly that she freaks out so much that she passes out, and when she wakes up, everybody around her is like, oh, thank goodness you're okay. I don't know exactly what they say because I haven't seen it, but Joe gets brought up, and she says, who is Joe?
I would like to choose death, please.
Maybe it's my turn to
So
die.
Maybe it's my turn to die.
So angry about the fact that you kill Kana, he vows to make everybody who voted for Kana's lives living hell, starting with Sarah. I think he also says he'll kill everybody. Traumatizes her so bad that Joe gets erased from her memory.
Hey, lads. Hey,
It's not good.
This fucking sucks.
This is also part of why I'm like, So can never be fully redeemed in my mind, because he physically only gets redeemed if you kill him.
Yeah.
If you don't kill him, he does this.
No, he's fully a bastard. I
He's a
love him, but
bastard.
he's like, he's fully a
but
bastard.
what I was leading up to that is, as far as I can tell, because I opened up a few playthroughs of Chapter 3 to check how much game was left before Nick continued streaming the remaining half an hour.
Oops.
And I found one where they kept So. And it seems to be that even he isn't completely sure who Midori is, which is fascinating that he then takes the name of this guy he used to know and I assume acts the same way, which is a terrifying implication for their friendship. Their quote-unquote friendship.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Also, the Shin AI still shows up if So is alive, which I'm interested to see how he handles that.
Right.
Because he can't give you the information on Midori. He doesn't know it, I assume. I haven't seen it yet.
I really hate that Midori just, like, has a Shin AI, and
he has logs lying around about what the Shin AI has said to him.
I really hate that he just keeps it as a fucking pet. I hate that he refers to the AI as an it. Cause he says, hey, like, he says something like, hey, wait a minute, what are you doing? Get away from that, it's mine. Fucking, I'm sorry?
Yeah. I think he might specifically say, I think he either says that's mine or it's mine, and it's, bad. Here, let me read, it's more chunkier than Kaiji's, but let me read, Sohyori's relationship section to Shintsukimi.
Yep.
This podcast is a mess. So and Shin met at the latter's high school and started talking. They became friends, but despite that, Shin found himself getting restless, scared, and anxious to the point of sweating if he looked into So's eyes. So was aware of the uneasiness he induced in Shin, but derived enjoyment in it. In turn, Shin was aware of So's enjoyment of making him uncomfortable. Regardless, Shin called So a friend and seemingly brushed over those unhealthy aspects of their relationship. So keeps a diary log of Shin's AI from before the latter was pulled into the death game before. Interesting.
Oh.
And appears possessive of him. Oh, I think that's implying that the Shin AI was made before So broke.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. We knew that. But yeah, appears possessive of him is a good line to read before I saw that scene. Later on, in Shin's first trial, the fact that he is doomed for certain death makes Shin's peaceful personality collapse and break. He then adopts the personality similar to Midori. However, he tends to be more calm and concentrated, as shown by allying himself with Kana. In the route where Kana is alive, So remarks to her that since Shin was going to die anyway, he wanted to kill him with his own hands. When the others are reasonably shocked by this statement, he brushes it off, stating that the others don't understand his affection for Shin.
And this is where I said, oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, which is the most accurate thing you can say about him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
I mean, like, the thing is, like, So is an interesting character. Shinso, is a very interesting character to me because...
The Beanie Man.
The Beanie Man. Because I generally love looking at characters who see themselves as weak and then, like, choose to take on this path of cruelty in a misunderstanding of what strength is. And, like, that fascinates me. I love seeing that dynamic in a character, but Jesus Christ, dude! Come on!
He takes it a little far.
He goes absolutely fucking batshit insane is what happens.
Yeah. I feel like the most you ever see of his real personality, obviously when he's like, oh god, I'm gonna get fucking killed in the main game. And I think also when he's like breaking down, when he's like, oh god, the jig is up.
Yeah.
And then when he dies.
Yeah. Because
he shows compassion when he dies. But it really seems that killing Kana was the last fucking straw and pushed him full force into full Sohiyori.
Yeah.
It really seems to be that's what that was, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
Also because, I don't think this is anything I read. I think this is something I just came up with myself. It is something I came up with myself because I read Real Sohiyori's page before you actually got to chapter 3 because I can't help myself. I stayed blind for a little bit, but I was like, but what if I looked at it a little bit and then I looked at the all of it?
Yeah.
And reading the stuff about his connection to So, I was like, is that why he gravitated towards Kana?
Yes.
Because Kana, I have to assume... Shin probably sees something of his old self in her.
Yes. I love that.
Kana is the bright green hair with not a rat tail, which Real So has, which is hilarious to me that he has a rat tail, but she has those two long sideburn things. I don't know what to call them. They're longer than the rest of her hair.
Yeah.
And her design echoes enough of Real So's design that I'm just like, is that why he did that?
Yeah, I mean, I do, I do kind of love, like, what you said there with, like, Kana dying pushes So into fully assuming the identity of Sohiyori.
It really seems like that's what's happening.
It seems like with Kana's death, he's sort of, like, symbolically seeing the death of his old kind self,
God. Oh, God, you're correct.
That's exactly it.
That's pretty good.
And it's fucking it fucks me up. It fucks me up.
It does real not to like I hate doing this, but like it's the only way I can think to talk about it. Which Shin, I guess we're swapping now. Shin seeing that he is statistically going to die assumes the personality of, again, I hate to do this, I can only say abuser is the best word I can take for what I'm saying.
Yeah, nah, I get you.
And then proceeds to, the only way you can perfectly mimic an abuser is to go find a victim to abuse.
Yeah.
So if he's behaving like goes find someone that reminds him of his old self, which unfortunately is Kana, I assume.
Yeah. No.
I'm not trying to say anything. That's just the only way I can think about it in a way that can be described without, like, being able to walk around it in text. I can't physically walk around words with my mouth.
No, I absolutely get, like, what you're saying. Abuse is a very heavy, real topic that you need to, like, treat very seriously, but...
Especially because...
for the broad strokes of this.
Yeah. It doesn't really seem that his relationship was abusive. It just seemed that So was fucking creepy and really liked being creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
He seems to just, you know, be one of those.
Yeah, at the very, very least, there is a weird dynamic going on.
It's a very odd dynamic, especially considering he didn't actually physically go to his high school and he just physically sought him out.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
I'm really afraid about what that lore will be.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
About why he sought out a high schooler and pretended to go to his school and became friends with him.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
It terrifies me.
It's really
I'm
bad.
so afraid about everybody's connection to Real So. Especially since, going back to it, since Kaiji is in that coffin, I know, Alex knows this very well, I don't accept the possibility of fictional characters being marked for death until I physically see them die on screen.
No, yeah.
So the fact that you end chapter 3 with, hey, if you sign this contract that you can't read the terms of because we blacked them out, you can save Kaiji. Or if you don't, you can kill him. And I'm really afraid that that's going to be a lie. One, because why would it not be? Why would you get a fair trade? Two, even if it is, he's probably going to get killed soon anyway in the actual death game, because we now have his full trauma, we have his full backstory, we have his connection to Midori. What purpose does he serve anymore? He doesn't serve a narrative purpose anymore.
No, he absolutely does. It's to be handsome eye candy.
This is true. That's the one thing I think will save him, is to be handsome eye candy.
He's got a lot of the author's favorites disease.
I say this a lot. I said this a lot in Nick's chat, and I say it a lot to each other, but to all of us, it really feels like Nankidai wants me to do something to Kaiji. Every time I ask, what do you want me to do to him?
Listen, I'm just gonna leave this Kaiji here in the room with you. I'm gonna close the door. Do whatever you want.
What happens
Who's to
happens.
say? What happens. I'll let you have my boy.
You sound like Asunaro. Giving me a doll of Kaiji.
Right. I didn't mean for that.
Alright, I need to pause for a second because my cat's gonna eat my feet if I don't feed him.
Oh, go feed your boy.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I really do hope that it's not an actual real choice to kill Kaiji or not.
No.
Because I physically don't know if I can. I hate him.
I know.
We talk about this a lot. We all oscillate back and forth wildly on hating and liking Kaiji. I have never experienced this with a character before where I literally don't know how I feel about him.
It's actually insane, just the range of emotion I feel for him moment to moment. Not even like, oh, he has a character arc and I've changed my mind. Like, moment to moment. I do not know how I feel.
From the second I saw him to the moment he stopped, the game ended, I have felt this intense back and forth on liking and disliking him, and I can't deal with it. I hate him, and I want to kill him with my own hands, but I don't want him to die.
I feel like a lot of his nasty vibes just comes from the fact that he, like, flirts with Sarah, and it's like, what the fuck?
It is.
I'm 17.
He also... Yeah. I know it's bad to try to rationalize it, but it really feels like maybe he just has a bad sense of humor, because he can't... You do have the option of, like, teasing him. It's like, oh, are you flirting with Rekko? When he's questioning her about the Mishima monitor.
Yeah.
And he's like, yep, got turned down, though. And Rekko's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It seems like maybe that's just his sense of humor, but I know it probably isn't, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Quit being fucking horny, dude.
I know. I really like his and Sarah's dynamic when he's not being fucking weird.
No, you're right.
He really feels like, to me, he feels like he's like a really annoying stepbrother.
Yeah.
Like, he's like a stepbrother you acquire when he's older and your parents marry after, like, when both of them have older kids, and you don't really know what your dynamic is supposed to be now that you're legally siblings. So it's just like, who the fuck are you? Who the
Yeah.
fuck are you? I don't know how I'm supposed to interact with you. All right, let's just be weird and awkward at the family gatherings, I guess.
No, that's valid. That's a valid way to put it.
That's when he's not being fucking weird.
Yeah, it's very much like your parents got married while he was at college, and now he shows up over summer break.
Yeah. He's just here now. It's like, who the fuck is this man in my home?
Who is this man? Why is he here?
He's eating my Cheetos.
He's eating my eggs.
God, he's eating all of my eggs.
Do we want to talk? Actually, shit. What was I gonna say? Oh, because one thing I really like about Kaiji and Sarah's dynamic is the whole chapter 2 thing where Sarah's having these fucking hallucinations about Joe, and Kaiji's like, "Yep, been there, done that, currently doing that.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks, huh, gal?" And he like actually tries to protect her from them.
Yeah.
And tries to shield her from them. And like he literally tells Geen, "Don't give her Joe's dog keychain. That's not good." And in chapter 3, when you find a replica of Joe's dog keychain, he doesn't know that Sarah's healed if you kill So and get closure. And is like, he like actually gets his scary forehead shadow sprite like, "You better give me that." And Sarah's like, "No,
Yeah.
it's okay," because she knows that he's been protecting her from it.
That's the thing about Kaiji, is because it feels like he can kind of just be like surface level horny and weird with Sarah, where it's like, "Oh, you don't give a shit about me or my anything. You just have a dick." But then it's like, wait a minute, he is actually like going out of his way to be kind to her and support her. And like in the beginning, that's weird. That's like, why is he pushing for us?
It's really
why is he
weird.
pushing for us to be the leader of the group? Like, it's like,
I
why?
still really want to know what that's about, because I really don't think it's just like, "Oh, that's because you're cute." I don't think that's it.
No, but then
No.
as you go later on with it, it's like he's trying to shield us from hallucinations and help us through our trauma with his own experience. And it's like, well, okay, well, that's good, actually. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with you.
I don't know what to do with him. I don't know how to feel about him.
I don't know.
How I feel is I don't feel like I'm going to kill myself if I draw fan art of him, but that's like the most concrete opinion I have about him.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid. That's fair. It's hard to
Which
get
is good, considering
him
I'm
down.
doing an animation with him right now. I gotta draw a lot of him.
The one wide Kaiji.
But yeah, do you want to talk about the fucking egg thing?
We should,
should
because,
end on the egg
wait a
thing.
minute, we should because, if this is a real thing, if this is a real episode, dear listeners, on the day of recording, it's Easter Sunday.
It's egg day.
It's Egg Day, just in case you forgot. We probably mentioned that earlier. I forgot.
I think I mentioned it at the start. Oh yeah, because I was like, Nick joked about Kaiji rising from the grave, like, Jesus.
Oh yeah! You did already mention it. Anyway, there's a whole fucking thing in Nankadai's non-canon fun sketches where he's just constantly fucking pounding raw eggs.
Boy is going to be well acquainted with salmonella.
Yeah. I don't know what it
If I
is.
search egg in our chat, can I find all of them? I
don't-
sure looks like I can.
I don't think you physically can find all of them because, like,
No, there's absolutely a few that I haven't found yet.
It-
Especially since not all of Nankadai's tweets are translated on the wiki, so sorry, I speak English.
Yeah.
no, it's very much it's an Easter egg hunt. It is an Easter egg hunt trying to find all of the images of Kaiji fucking eating eggs.
He's eating eggs, and he has this weird sketch canon rivalry with Kai about Kai not wanting him to eat the eggs, but Kaiji always eats the eggs.
Well, because I think because Kai wants to cook them. And that's like,
He wants to cook them.
that's his whole thing, is he wants to make an Eggs Benedict out of it. That's his whole prerogative. But Kai
so
is
there's
like,
this-
I'll eat it raw.
Yeah.
It's like, I know how to make eggs Benedict. Fucking eat 3 egg yolks raw and a stick of butter. I know how
God.
this works.
Ugh. There's this set of sketches that I have pulled up, and I also have been sending, when I found what I can find of translations, I send them to Nick and Alex because they're good and I like them. And also because the text Nankidai puts above the sketches actually makes them way more funny, even if they don't add much context. They just make them so much more hilarious.
They're very funny.
There's one here of Kaiji and Kai doing what I can only describe as Dragon Ball Z powering up. with Kai standing in front of an egg, brandishing his ladle and his pan, and Kaiji, like, about to fucking grab him. And Kaiji says, Kai, that huge egg is strange. You should step away from it. Kai says, oh, and what's that drool then? You plan on slurping the yolk, aren't you?
I hate
the next image is... The next image is Kai tied up on the floor, wiggling around, with Kaiji looking back towards him. Kai says, at the very least, would you make eggs Benedict with that? Kaiji says, is that delicious? The next image is Kaiji having cracked a small hole in the giant egg with a plastic straw in it, a plastic bendy straw, drinking directly from the egg, with Kai looking on very, very, very tired. Kaiji says, taste isn't the end-all be-all, Kai. Kai says, this person, I don't understand him at all.
Okay,
it really seems like Kaiji just wants to eat raw egg.
Like, if that description felt like a fever dream to you, that's because it is.
The image, I know exactly what these images look like. That doesn't give you any more context.
No, they all of them look really insane, and if you've never looked at Nakidai sketches, I highly recommend it. They're all in every single character's gallery under the illustrations tab, I think.
Yeah. I think they have their own... Don't they have their own sketches tab, actually? Or
no, I think one of them is a general illustrations tab, which the illustrations tab includes colored artwork and then also the sketches. Because there's both illustrations, which is stuff that doesn't show up in the game, and then there's the CGs tab, which is all the illustrations that do show up in the game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was my bad. I got that mixed up.
Yeah. And there was also, I don't have it pulled up, but there was also a 4-coma where Keiji and Rekko have, I have to assume, an eating contest. I didn't badly translate this one because I have put a few of them into just Google Translate because I just want a little bit of anything. Also because it's just fun to badly translate things and taunt my friends with it.
No, it is absolutely very fun.
It's like, you don't understand this, and now you understand it even less. Have fun. We're in this together. But yeah, it's one where Kaiji and Rekko are having an eating contest, I assume. Kaiji has an armful of eggs, and Rekko has a single one, and she really isn't eating the egg, but Kaiji, as the panels go on, his pile of eggs is getting smaller and smaller. And then it ends with Kai whapping him over the head with his pan. Why does this man eat eggs?
Like,
why does he eat so many eggs?
I don't know why Nankidai even, like, bothered to make a death game, because obviously just Sunday funnies is the true calling for these characters.
They're all really good.
They're fucking insane.
Yeah, honestly, I would just read, like, 4 panels of these characters probably
That's what the 4 comas are. That's what the 4 comas are. The 4 comas have actually been taken over by another artist. They're, I don't remember what Twitter they're being. I think it's like daily game info, daily RPG info, something like that. I think they're being posted there. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. I haven't sought them out yet because that account, if they are posted there, they also post stuff for multiple other games, and that's a lot of stuff to sift through.
That's a lot of stuff to sift through.
God, these sketches really kill me though, because
they're really good.
Extended Egg universe and everything, great. I'm constantly thinking of Joe Tazuna.
Yeah, I'm once again thinking of Joe Tazuna. What if we just opened up Joe's gallery and looked at it and cried?
I wouldn't complain.
Oh, Nick, have you looked at it yet? Have you looked at anyone's pages yet while we were doing this?
I've skimmed a little bit. I've looked.
Yeah, because I still haven't sent every single sketch or 4-coma that's shown up. Sort of because I don't personally jive with some of the sketches when they get a little too titty.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some of them get a little titty and I don't like it. Oh no, I saw the soundtrack album cover again.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. I love Joe so much.
Look at him.
Look at him. He's so pretty.
So
it's actually a 2-part thing. Sarah's on the other side of the
fucking sucks. So if any of you guys wonder what it would like to be in a chat with us, it's just this. It's just this going, oh god, I love Joe.
It's just howling about Joe.
It's just Joe.
Oh my god!
God, I hate going over to the merch tab and looking at some of these like pins and keychains and going, God, I want it. I want it so bad. I physically have no idea where you would get these.
Yeah, I linked a store question mark earlier in the day when I was looking at stuff. I don't remember what I would have said to. Maybe if I go has link.
I think I have. I haven't actually pulled up on my
Sparkle.
phone. I can repost it.
Yeah. Oh, I've sent a lot of links.
You
I
have.
don't shut up ever.
No.
I'm thinking about Joe. I'm thinking about Joe playing sports.
I know.
I'm thinking about Joe's Karate Club.
I'm thinking about Joe.
I joked about it earlier today of yes, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of Your Turn to Die, but it's just a cooking show, and I kind of just want to shitpost about it now. I kind of just want to do it.
I want to help.
I keep thinking about it, and the thing is that I technically have canonical basis for it because of the fucking egg. The eggs. That's just how they would behave in a cooking contest. Kaiji would just steal all his eggs, I guess.
them.
You know what would fucking happen? You know what would fucking happen, though?
What?
Is it would have to be Cutthroat Kitchen, first of all. And what would happen is they'd say 1, 2, 3, go into the pantry. Kaiji would go straight
takes
for
all
the
the
eggs.
eggs.
He'd grab
God.
all of the eggs. He would grab nothing else in his basket. And then everybody would fucking look at him, and Alton Brown would say, dude, what the fuck?
And then he would get the one sabotage that forbids him from using eggs.
Like, honestly!
God.
But no. In this case, Miley is Alton Brown, right?
Yes, absolutely.
She has to be.
She has to be.
She's whenever they do like joke things, or it's like, oh, you won the contest that isn't the death game. It's always Miley.
It's always Miley. Yeah, Miley is Alton Brown. My apologies to Alton Brown.
God, I might have to. We might have to do this in Discord, and maybe I'll just draw some of it. What if we just talk about it right now? Because I've never watched a single Alton Brown video.
Rook!
I think I saw half of an episode of Great British Bake Off. Never seen anything else with Alton Brown. Never watched any of the Gordon Ramsay stuff. I think the only one I've ever actually seen was the British family cooking show.
This is insane! You're like the chef of the chat!
I know!
Alton Brown is the reason I like cooking.
I really like cooking competitions. I don't ever seek them out. I don't know. I think it's mostly because I'm tired and don't like pirating stuff anymore. Okay. I just don't have the patience for it. Or if I can't get it officially, I just kind of don't watch it. If I can't see it officially, or if I can't illegally watch it on YouTube,
most of like the classic Good Eats is actually just on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yes.
Like the cooking channel has a YouTube channel, and they post like most of the classic.
Okay, yeah, because I know that like Alton Brown's on YouTube, but I just haven't.
Yeah, this is an Alton Brown podcast now.
Hi, you turned in for Your Turn to Die? No, we're going to talk about cooking now.
God.
What would the parody name be for a cooking show Your Turn to Die AU?
Your turn to bake.
Your turn to boil, bake, cook. Your turn. It's your turn.
Pass the salt.
I think
so. The island existence has been translated as your time to shine, so there's a little bit of wiggle room.
I don't know. I think maybe Alex just has it with your time to bake.
I mean, I guess you could take that sketch where So fucks up saying your turn to die and says your turn to pie.
It's your turn to pie!
No, your turn to pie! Yes! That's it! That's it!
Really?
Your turn to pie!
I feel like that's really in this... I feel like that's in the spirit of things.
That's it. That's the AU now. Your turn to pie. Except, you know, it's a very loose concept on the show. Sometimes they bake, sometimes they cook. It's not always pies.
The final challenge is always a pie.
The final challenge is always a pie.
Always a pie.
But,
because pies are pretty simple, but they're really easy to fuck up, and you can also make them really fancy if you're good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, fuck, I love it.
So I think we close the episode
What would Joe do to get voted off? Oh my god, that's a really fascinating idea, actually, because Kai's the cook. and he would have to get kicked out immediately.
I think the only way it could happen is if Kai, if we are going like with the game show Cutthroat Kitchen rules, it'd have to be like he got ultra sabotaged, and there was just no fucking way for him to get out of it.
Kaiji took his eggs.
I feel like that falls in line with him getting the Sage card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got fucked.
What? Yeah. What would Joe do to get booted out?
He'd
Just be
try
bad
his
at
best.
cooking.
He'd do his damnedest. That's what he'd do.
And just his damnedest is not very good.
Yeah.
Aw. God, what's the order of... I'm trying to remember the order of the deaths now to make fun of them and feel better.
Mishima.
Oh.
Right. Oh, Mishima actually dies
Yeah,
first. What
Mishima
would
is
Mishima
first.
do?
Mishima
Gets food poisoning because he's old.
Yeah, that or he doesn't know how the ice cream machine works and he breaks it.
Oh my god.
He makes the classic blunder of trying to make ice cream in 20 minutes.
Just absolutely bungles it. Gets kicked out early.
Yeah.
And then Joe and Kai get booted. And then it would be Alice or Rekko. So I feel like we should go the quote-unquote best options.
Mm-hmm.
What would Alice do to get kicked out?
Alice has the sabotage of having that stupid fucking ball and chain.
Oh my god.
And he physically cannot reach his stoves and appliances in time because it's slowing him down and he burns all his food.
Oh my god, what if he has to cook handcuffed to his station?
That's really good too. He can't
next?
chop
And then
properly. Shit's burning.
And then it's now and so.
Yeah.
Now
I can't think of now.
what do we do for now? Well, because she was screwed over by Gashu.
Yeah.
Gashu. Oh, maybe she just gets screwed over because Gashu, the floor masters would have to be the judges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe they just have it out for her and they just say,
Yeah, they just fuck her.
yeah, we don't.
Now
That-
just like gave him a bad experience at her restaurant once, and now
Yeah.
the judge is just pissed at them, so they vote her off.
Yeah, it's like the high up producers are like, oh, we need a villain, we need drama, and it's like, but her food was good. Kick her off anyway.
Miley decided that. No, Miley would. No, Gashu would have had to. Gashu would have had to decide that. And Miley was like, what the fuck? God.
Wait, now and then who was it?
So.
God, maybe he just tries his best too. I don't fucking know.
He's just too weak to do anything. It's
He's too
amazing that he
weak.
survived this long.
He just drops his pan because it's too heavy and all his food goes over the
It's too
floor.
heavy. He needed to pull out the mixer.
He drops a Dutch oven on his foot and he has to leave for a medical emergency.
Right. Good. Really good.
And then we can't hypothesize about anything else because that's where the game ends.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, we could do Kaiji, since, he's
No.
probably gonna die.
No, don't say that when your icon is so smiling like a shithead on Discord. That actually made my blood boil. I was like, shut the fuck up, you fucking twink.
The internet twink of the week
God.
is him.
That's good.
So Hiyori.
So
That's
Hiyori,
good.
the internet twink of the week.
God, I'm not fucking kidding. I want to get a face rig of him, and I need to get it going.
I
want you to do it.
I will support
so
you any
bad,
way I can.
Just because it would be so fucking funny. I would just watch you do nothing. I would watch you do nothing as So Hiyori.
Like, desperately, I wish that face rig was lighter. Not even that, like, my computer was better, but just, like, the program used any less resources, because it is so heavy. It strains everything. Like, I get it. It has to use the camera and map it to a model in my face, and it's real time, and there's a lot going on, but holy shit.
Yeah.
That's computationally very rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Nick, I was saying earlier, I do kind of want to learn Blender. What do you have to do to make a face rig model? How can I make So for you?
There's... I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. But I do know, like, vaguely that there's a certain type of skeleton on a model that has a particular file extension that it accepts. And I
Okay,
need
so
to
find the default Anime Boy
Yeah.
file extension.
Yeah, so I need to find it. I need to look, and I need to make sure it has like the correct format. But like other than that, it seems like you can just plug and play as long as it's in the format.
Interesting. I do really want to know if you can plug a Miku Miku Dance
Maybe.
model into FaceRig.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because there are so ones, because people make MMDs with I almost just called it Death Game with Your Turn to Die characters, and I fucking love them so
They are so
much.
good.
So good.
I'm not saying this ironically. I'm not saying it as a dig to people who make them. I genuinely love Miku Miku Dance things I'm into. It is so funny to just see characters dancing for absolutely no reason. They're just dancing. They're just vibing.
Who needs
It's
a
so
reason to
good.
dance?
I still love that there's like only one of Kaiji that I can find on YouTube, and it's really good.
I know, right?
Like
Like people,
Kaiji
like,
MMD on YouTube.
for as much horny energy as he's putting out, he's not getting a lot back.
Yeah.
It's the shock collar.
It's the shot collar.
All right. I have to go
God.
eat because I'm
Go
going to
eat.
die otherwise.
All
But
right.
You think we've...
I think we could probably wrap up
We
here.
have almost 2 hours. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we wanted very badly to scream about?
I've screamed myself out.
No, we talked about Joe, we talked about So, we talked about Midori, and we talked about Kaiji.
We talked about the eggs.
We talked
God,
about
we
the
talked
eggs.
about the eggs.
I think we've hit all of the biggest things, and we've
Yeah.
also thrown out a whole bunch of bullshit theories. So,
Yes.
We've thrown enough spaghetti at the wall that one of them has to be right.
what they won't.
I-
None of them will stick. You fucking know they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
afraid.
so afraid.
so scared. I love this game. I'm so scared. I feel like it's gonna kill me.
Well,
But all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rook, you want to take us out?
Yeah, you can find us being the normal Wikiboys, minus Nick, including Aster, at WikiboysPod on Twitter, and you can find me on Twitter at Twigwang.
You can find me on Twitter at AlexTheMostlyOK.
You can find me on Twitter at SoftGrime.
And you can also find Nick on Twitch at, is it just GrimeKid or are you also Soft Grime?
Ooh, it's also SoftGrime, I think.
Okay, everybody should sub to Nick because their streams are very good.
Everybody should sub to Nick.
That's subjective, but thank you.
No, they're
really
really good.
This has been Wikiboys, and I'll fix it in post because Aster physically can't edit this episode.
We refuse.
The music used in this episode is Quirky Dog by Kevin MacLeod, found at Incomptech.com and used under the Creative Commons license.